Damn, this is something I haven't considered, Miss Potts.
Brazil is not letting up as we face more off-road driving than we'd care to partake in.
É pedra, tudo.
Até onde vai?
Agora poava.
Doing all this to avoid the busy highways in our low-powered vehicle, a Tuk Tuk. There is, although, someone in particular that loves the slower routes and the freeing air of Brazil's rolling hill farmlands.
There's a dog ahead. Patty, I want you in.
My adventurous pup Patty, who I adopted in Bolivia.
Get in. More than one, obviously, it's a farm. Good girl.
The route in today's episode at least takes us past better food spots, waterfalls we have to ourselves,
Oh my goodness.
and eventually to a big city where YouTube followers invite us to stay with them for a few days and explore their city.
Brazil is so big, the food changes, you know, the accent changes. So it's very exciting discovering more of this country, right?
Here we are at the Brazilian mechanics, and I've definitely learned my lesson since I was last in Chile.
First priority on the agenda was to change the motor oil and grease the axles. It was an absolute mess the last time I changed the oil, breaking the motor oil plug clean off and then having to wait for the part to be tediously sent from the closest country with tuk-tuks, Peru. Brazil unfortunately doesn't have any of these peculiar three-wheel vehicles either, which definitely creates more stress on the journey than I'd like to admit.
Just met these two legends. They've just helped me with the tuk-tuk, and yeah, we've all got it all sorted now. And speaking to mechanic-minded people is such a refreshing breath of air because they gave me an idea.
Eu acho que ele cabe aqui, ó. Se você der uma ajeitada, ele cabe. Tira o motor lá, você vai tirar. Tira o escapamento fora para diminuir o espaço. Tira o motor de partida, é parafuso fácil de tirar, né? Tira e deixa só o motor. E guarda ali dentro. Uma caixinha. Se você tiver algum problema e precisar, guarda escapamento.
Esse louco brasileiro, né? So I just told them about the accident that happened in Brazil, and they were just saying like, why don't you remove the whole motor from the old tuk-tuk that we're going to return to in the next couple of weeks and travel with a second motor? That could be a brilliant idea, actually.
É peça pequena.
Sim. Essa coisa.
Pode quebrar na estrada. Um eixo desse aí você não vai achar nunca. Isso aí.
Você tem razão, né? If I'm in the middle of nowhere like Guyana, for example, so that could be really like life-saving. I've never thought about that. I thought about traveling with a battery, and a battery is about the same size as my motor, but like, yeah, that would be crazy. That would be insane. Got it done, man. Obrigado, meu. Wow, great people, and they didn't even charge me. They just said like, we just want to help your adventure, and they just let me go. These legends have got us sorted with the grass. Literally grease in 3 points of the tuk-tuk, and I do that every 2,500 kilometers. So that's when I do the oil change, do this, and then we're literally leaving Cascavel ahora. Perfeito.
Só as três?
Sim, quanto é?
Nada.
Nada. En serio?
Sim.
Pode comprar coca para você? Você quer coca?
Não precisa, mas segue, mano.
Just the good stuff. This is what like a little kind of gas station looks like in Brazil, like a popular one. It's a good quality fuel here as well. The big man. Obrigado, meu.
Obrigado.
Tchau.
Tchau.
There we go, on the road. Out of Cascavel, trying to take them back roads to Sao Paulo. That's the mission. That's the vehicle. Let's get it. Okay, free. There you go. Good girl. There we are, first stop of the day. Kind of got the highway here, it's not too bad. There's a little less traffic than there was kind of when we were coming to Cascavel. And we've got the good stuff. We've got the golden beverage. And this is what I took from the breakfast at the hotel. So I wasn't too hungry this morning, but this is what they have. They have a coffee and then like an assortment of cakes. So we've got 2 different flavors here. This one that has like chocolate icing, probably my favorite though. Really good. Got the back open if you want to get in the back. You want to get in the shade? You can. Good girl. Yeah, you know that's your place. You happy? una chica atrás, Alright, so you got Pat's just parked up. Hopefully that dog doesn't bother her at all, but leaving her in the shade. And here across the road is like a restaurant, basically a highway restaurant. So that's where you know you're gonna have like high volume of food, good food, variety of food, and it's all gonna be pretty traditional. So I'm keen to show it off. What do you got? So you get this little card, and that's what you put like all of the stuff on. And if you buy anything, even I guess if you even buy a bull's head, you put it on this card. Anything from the shop, restaurant. So you can see like out the window, that's the buses. All the buses stop here as well to get all the passengers kind of fed if they're doing a long stint. These are the beans. So like this is a typical kind of Brazilian thing to get. Rice. 2 types of beans. I think in the south, these like kind of brown beans are more popular. So then you have like a pasta, lasagna, stroganoff. So that was pretty hectic. Chicken, 2 pasta. This is like very typical Brazilian as well, farofa. I think it's like a chickpea mix. Like we put that over the beans. Yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Uma mais, assim, perfeito. Sim, obrigado. That's a feed, ladies and gentlemen. That's a feed. Like postre. ¿Cuánto es?
57.
Ok. Obrigado.
Bebida.
No, obrigado. There we go. That's the buses I was talking about. We definitely stand out. Good times, good times. Rice, farofa, beans, mix. Let's try that. This all up was like $12 US, the plate of food. Pull apart beef, that looks pretty good. Solid feed, man. Mate, we cleaned up. That was freaking epic. And we got a little takeaway for Pat's. She's gonna love it. Hola, hola. Look what I have. No, one sec. Sit. Stay. Good girl, stay. Go eat. Whoa, demolished. Where'd it go? Oh, there's no more. You little loca. Good to see ya. Thanks for taking care of the house. The house on 3 wheels. Party! Close, loca. So we did just get the post-lunch run done. She had an amazing time. We're about to get back into Tuk Tuk because we're nearing that highway now. Patsy, por aquí. She's looking shade. You're hot now. Hey, how'd you enjoy that? You're hot now? You ready for shade? One sec. The drone box is there. You're a genius. Put the drone away. Good girl, Miss Potts. You're amazing. So as you can see, we just exited the city via that dirt road. I didn't know it was gonna be dirt, to be honest, actually. But yeah, we can't drive dirt for 100,000 kilometers through Brazil. So we're gonna get back on this highway. It is like not too bad though. Like look at it, you can see only a few cars, trucks. Yeah, they're just a lot less aggressive. Like now that we're out of that border segment. So I'm just gonna land the drone and keep on going. now parking up. I think we're going to be heading into kind of some rural asphalt roads. And there's no supermarkets apart from the big ones, unfortunately, that sell like big 6-litre containers of water. So that's where we're going now. Into this big supermarket here. Like, what? That's crazy. Yeah, massive place, right? Yep, that's all we're after. That's like $3. And this is the aisle that's always like interesting to me. Seeing the different types of sweets, kind of biscuits, chips that like a different country would have. I know that throughout Brazil, these are kind of around a lot. We'll get one of them. And Brazilians are big coffee lovers. Huge selection of different coffee. And then you have this thing called chimarrão, which is pretty similar to what I drink with a mate, but it's like a bigger cup. That's a chimarrão cup. That's how you spell it. And it's kind of like this. Exactly like that. It's not my favorite, but it's a very bright green. That's it there, kind of on the side. We'll get this and get out to Pat's. There we go, the feed. Papa, good girl. Good girl, Papa. My first time trying an Oreo ball by this brand called Lacta. I think that is made in Brazil. What would you call that? Is this a Brazilian kind of dessert? It shakes about. That's solid actually, that's like a 9 out of 10. Damn, this is something I haven't considered, Miss Potts. I've looked on Google Maps ahead of like time, and I've put the little man, you know, you can like drag a man and you can see a Google Maps street view of what a car's driven. And this is that, I believe. Oh no. Oh no. This is such a bolded grey line. I was sure it was gonna be asphalt. No. And I know that highway, if I continue, takes me like center Brazil. This way is São Paulo. Yeah, we're driving safe and we're driving off-road for the rest of the day, probably. Like, sometimes Brazil has so much infrastructure, and other times I'm surprised. Not just by road conditions, just in other things. It's interesting. Big truck though. Some very beautiful landscapes. Not bad, not bad. Miss Pat's thoughts on the day? Look at what we've run into, man. This place is legit considering we come off a dirt road. The entire thing was dirt. But with how big this town is, yeah, I think that we went along the only entry to the freaking town that was dirt, but that was kind of like on our route, so it is what it is. But yeah, this town's legit, man. It's got like banks and everything. Yeah, that's unfortunate. There's 2 hotels in the entire town. Both, we already spoke to the other one. They recommended to come here because they didn't accept dogs, and these ones also don't accept dogs, so we can't stay in the city. We're leaving, we're going to Nankukoto.
Youtuber too.
Come on.
É inglês?
Yeah.
Quero ser youtuber.
A veces.
Argentina. Você quer Argentina? Até não pode Argentina.
Vamos lá, Alaska, Estados Unidos.
Pode deixar, tio, vou me inscrever lá. Vai estar aparecendo no vídeo?
Sim, sim.
Hello guys, hello guys.
Boa gente no Brasil.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Ciao. We're going on these chocolate biscuits. We need some energy for this like 45 minutes. We've got to drive now. I wasn't mentally prepared. How good does this look? Like, it's just a great chocolate and a great biscuit. Can't go wrong. Big respect on the yellow, senor. Smooth operator. Look how many beetles are in this town. In Brazil, they're called Fusca. Es aberto? Okay. We did it! We had no faith, but we did it. 140 reais, so that's like $30 US, I believe.
I was honestly very impressed with the room setup, especially since we were really remote in Novo Canto, literally in the middle of nowhere. We were too exhausted to film anymore, but Patty and I had a long walk to find dinner and a good sleep as soon as our heads hit the pillow, waking up to a nice breakfast to prepare us for the long day of driving ahead.
Big ups on the big Brazil day of secondary asphalt highways. We love that.
Guarapuava?
Sim, tudo lá é...
Não, você vai por aqui por Iretama. Guarapuava e Iretama. Aqui por aqui você vai...
Sim, eu acho...
Não, você vai sofrer por aqui, vai por asfalto que é melhor.
Ok, muito obrigado, meu. Valeu, chef. Good news. I was like, wow, that's a big city. Why is there dirt? Just let me know that it's only like 22 kilometers of dirt. It's pretty good. Guarapava. We've got a follower that's messaged. You probably know this, but if you wanna like meet me, you have to message way ahead of time. So that's what a follower's done, and he messaged 3 days ago, and we're gonna stay in his house a couple of days. He's a Brazilian guy, but apparently him and his wife speak English. Hey, how about that? Hey, you leave him alone. Go. Yeah, so we didn't get fuel in the town. I just don't trust the fuel quality as much as what we got and picked up in like a big city. So we're just gonna keep using that. Right, so we actually had our first look at a Brazilian bakery, and I was showing off what's all inside and how it's kind of looking. And we're in a very like kind of small town, Rancor, which is an interesting name of the town. In Spanish, that means like if you snore. So I think this looks like jam, and I think condensed milk, she said. Yeah, it's just not got any filling though. So I think Brazilian bakeries, after coming out of Argentina, they're always, unfortunately, like a little bit of a disappointing experience. But they're not bad, you know? I just have the most outrageous expectations of what bakeries are after leaving Argentina. And this is apparently like a honey pastry. So this is like stuff I've never tried before. It's really cool. Pretty mediocre. Not a lot of flavor. It's just more bread than anything.
That's a lot of flying. We drive from Chicago to Detroit, Pittsburgh, Chicago.
Well, I'm very much lost in it. Like, look at where we're at. Just chugging along. It's the longest 22 kilometers of my entire life, but it's in such a nice place in Brazil, so who can complain? That's some motorcycle mechanics, so kind of scattered civilization throughout as well. People living deep out in the sticks. Ah, they're filming me, filming them. Hell yeah. Tudo bem. Tem cachoeiras lá? É longe? Não.
Tem placa.
Ok. Obrigado. Relax. You're so protective lately, Miss Potts. What's going on? Free. Good go. So there's a bridge that the locals told us about, and there's the signpost. Good go. Vamos. We're just in a tuk-tuk, man, and we're gonna dog out. Oh, no way! I've never shown Tuk Tuk Tory, a freaking waterfall, but look how close we got. Oh my gosh. It's right there. Yes, it was so worth it. Oh, life, man, life. UK Pats, we're the only ones here. Life. You gotta get out there on these adventures, hey. She doesn't like the water noise. I knew that we were gonna have some adventure along these secondary routes we were taking, but nothing like this. And to see, anytime you see a signposted waterfall in your life, I think you almost always have to drive to it. And that's what we did. Taking the tuk-tuk places tuk-tuks probably shouldn't go. The three-wheel dream. That's the top of the waterfall right there. We're a long way from the hospital, I'll tell you that. That's enough of that, eh? The Padres! Padres! The post-waterfall zoomies. She was saying, where you been, Ryan? I've actually been rock climbing a lot. Like, that might look pretty stupid actually, because a false move and a wrong move can send you to a hospital that's very far away. And I got Pats, I'm alone with the tuk-tuk, but taking it really slow. It's actually a pretty good, like, grippy moss. It wasn't so slippery, but just a bit of calculated risk, a bit of adventure. That's what this travel's about, man.
Isso.
Where are we? E de que cidade é?
Mato Rico.
Mato Rico.
Mato Rico, Paraná.
E tudo asfalto, fala.
Tudo asfalto, até Titânia.
Aha, how good, how good. Que bom, que bom. We bought like from this guy, a Toron. Obrigado, senhor. Muito obrigado. It's all asphalt. That's a reason to celebrate. We're gonna get there. We're about 120 kilometers still. To run. Nice little small town, good little vibe. Brazilians don't pronounce the letter R. It's supposed to be Rico, but it's Rico. Mato Rico. It's a beautiful accent, Brazilian Portuguese. I love it. Right, so we just got fuel. We're in Pitanga. It took us all day to get here. Unfortunately, we're gonna at least have some socialization for Patty, myself. We're gonna meet a follower. We're gonna, yeah, have a great night of sleep. And he's got a spare bedroom. Like, we don't have to worry about accommodation, but with it already being 5:30 and I was like very exhausted. So here we've got the fuel for the day. This is something I've only seen ever in Brazil. Coca-Cola with espresso. 40% mais cafeína. It's almost like if you got like a pretty sugary coffee espresso and put like a dash of Coke, it actually tastes more like espresso than Coca-Cola. And we've got a chicken and then a pizza bite. And this is like a chocolate eclair. I think my eyes are too big for my stomach, but cheers, legends. But calories consumed in these Brazilian episodes are like absolutely outrageous, Ryan. You gotta slow down, brother. Pretty good. Pretty freaking good. You got a big audience. Everybody behind us. 150, 200. Como?
Posso ver o cachorro?
Grande, meu grande. Sou da Austrália. Ela de Bolívia. We're gonna arrive at the night time. 2 hours of driving. Keen. We just had a Coke espresso at freaking 5:30 at night. Let's get it.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight. front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore.
Here we are, we can't turn up empty-handed, so we're getting breakfast. And this is Bebidas Bom Gelado. What is like the most Brazilian beer? To just get like a fat 6-pack. If only there was a Brazilian around to ask, you know? Here's the bacon. This is level insane difficulty of being a foreigner. You've got to get past the automatic checkout because they're all got too long of a lines. Here we go. Coloque o produto no cesto. Valor total. Agora. Yeah, we got it. 12 eggs, ham, 1.5 liters of juice, and 6 beers, $18 US. You're having a laugh. You gonna keep the beers safe for me, alright? You gonna keep them safe?
Hi.
I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight.
There we go, we made it. This is the house of Susana and Rodrigo. They are a beautiful couple and they have like 4 cats and 4 dogs. So the introduction I didn't film because we were meeting all of the pets and then getting Patty kind of like acquainted. I've just put her inside my room. That's beautiful. How nice is this? There you go. Look at that. How beautiful is this place? So happy with great people. So legends, these are the followers that have very kindly opened their hearts and their arms and the door of their house to Patty and I. Rodrigo and Susana.
Yeah.
Susana with an A on the end. Susanna. Or Susanna. And you guys are very, very kind and you messaged just like 3 days ago, I think.
Yeah.
So that was very lucky and we just said, well, that will work out perfectly. And now we're going to have dinner and that'll be very, very nice. So thank you so much, guys. You're cooking gnocchi?
Gnocchi.
I'm in great hands. I'm so lucky. These look amazing.
Gnocchi, fresh gnocchi, and for dessert, some
A
peaches.
dessert? Oh, and that's very,
today.
very traditional, right?
Yeah.
I've actually never tried them like that, I think. Like not in that I'm looking forward to that. That'll be
Today
fantastic.
is the day, so.
And like a beautiful pasta sauce. Wow. Thanks, guys. You guys are outdoing yourselves. They can hear Patty. Hey. Leave Patty. You okay, Bubba? So they have a couple cats just chilling. Hey, big boy. You know there's a dog in there, don't you? You okay? No. You leave the cat alone, okay?
I was traveling and I saw in the side of the road that dog really skinny, hungry. Color of the skin is like red because the sun have some food in the car. I asked her, hey, do you want to have a life change? And now she's with us from 8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
Wow, that's nice. So that's Rodrigo telling me one of the stories of one of 4 of his dogs. Yeah, beautiful heart. That shows a lot about the people I'm staying with, which is really nice. It's incredible. Nice. I know my family back at home are very grateful that you've taken me in. So like,
We are very happy to have
cheers,
you.
legends. And it's like, it's an incredible gnocchi. Thank you so much. It smells so good. Wow, yeah, I can smell it from here.
Thank you.
Oh, I just woke up and I love that. It's coffee beans from Minas Gerais. Perfecto. It's your store, Rodrigo.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful store.
thank you.
that? It's a thrift store.
Vocês vê alguma calça, boné? Não, boné ele já tem. Calça, tênis, camiseta.
She's our sailor.
She's doing a great job.
Of course.
And now with Rodrigo, I think we're gonna go conhecer um pouco mais da cidade. With Pat's, got this kind of shop store set up, and then on the other side, a big wooden bridge across a lake here. Wow, nice. Waterfalls. There's actually so many big cities in Brazil, and they're all little gems in their own way. They've all got their own things going on. The pot, let's chicken it out, pots. Oh, that's nice.
Juice.
Ah, okay. Yeah. And she put a lime through as well, so like a lime flavored one gets a lime inside. That's really cool. Look at that.
This is something from Brazil, the Brazilian stuff, the good one.
Caldo de canas. This is my actual first time trying sugarcane juice. Wow, that's very refreshing. And they do it with limes. That's a great taste. That's so much better than I thought. How do you go? How would I say redhead?
Ruivo.
Ruivo.
Da Austrália.
I'm loving it. I fell asleep. Very relaxed. Check it out. That's like top 5 haircuts of my entire life. I'm stoked with that haircut. They do it good in Guadalajara. Obrigado, meu. That's life in Guadalajara, just outside it. That's a bit slower around here. Very cool, man. Academia is gym. The big gym grinds. It's great. It's very motivating. The couple we're staying with. It was his idea to like, let's go to the gym. I'm like his guest pass, which is really fantastic. You did that, my friend. You did that. Nice work. Well, it's our last night here in Waterfalls, and we're going out to celebrate for dinner with the beautiful couple. Yeah. And we're going to it's a German
Alley is a German colony. There's a brewery and great food.
Hell yeah. Nice.
This is the legend.
That's a legend?
Yeah.
We're at the German bar. Great spot. What have we got here? This is quite something. This is so it's every beer that they have, right? There's 6 different beers, and we've just gotten 100 mils of each that we're going to try, and then whatever we like the most, get a big one of those. Thank you so much, guys, for taking me here. Yes,
We are enjoying.
I'm having a great time. It's awesome. It's the red lager. That's very good as well. And so it begins. The food, man, epic. A caipirinha with wine. I've never tried that before. And we're about to try it? That's awesome. Thank you. That's a delicious combo. We got the IPA and you got the pale ale. Cheers. Cheers. Great choice. We got a bunch of like little share plates. Put them all between us. Is great feed. I had this question on my mind where I don't know what the first video that they found me on, so I have to ask, and I was like, do you mind if I film that?
The first video was the first Tuk Tuk.
Yeah.
Gave so many problems.
Yeah.
Maybe you give away. Finally, you got a new Tuk Tuk. Motorland sponsored you. So that was great.
And it was a suggestion for YouTube, so we are so happy.
That's nice. It was a recommended video.
Recommended,
Great,
yes.
great algorithm. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Cheers. Look at that. He's giving us a tour, eh? This is phenomenal. What's tu nome é meu? Hari.
21 years ago. My grandfather and my father came from Yugoslavia
Wow.
in the Second World War.
Wow. I was in a Mennonite colony in Paraguay. Is there any association?
No,
No.
it's,
Completely
it's
different.
no, completely different.
That's cool. That's great. I love culture. And these legends just reminded me, how do we end the video? What do we say?
What a day, what a day.
What a day, what a day.
Exactly like this. It's been a great episode. Thank you so much, guys. I freaking appreciate
We are
the
very
hospitality.
happy to have you here.
Yes.
Next week on the 3-Wheel Dream, we face 4 long days driving to Sao Paulo as the Tuk Tuk overheats and develops a major oil leak. That's about the worst combo for entering the biggest city in the southern hemisphere on a packed 7-lane highway. While a local mechanic helps us troubleshoot, Patty is forced to slow down too when she starts dealing with some health issues of her own.